Got a better chance. Down to 9 guys, so, but he should get an opportunity.
What would Jamal bring? What you've seen of him? If he's 100% healthy, what can he bring to the team?
He should be able to score the ball for this team, which is something we need. And he's not like just three-point shooter. He's more of a, he can make threes, but he's more of a scorer. And I told him, I mean, and the other stuff, make really simple plays. Don't try to create and go crazy. Just score the ball. Figure out where you can score it. If you can't, make an easy play. Don't be that. Let these other guys do what they do. You do what you do.
Was Quade, was it just down to minutes? Was that basically?
No, he just, he felt that he was in a situation that, he didn't see that he could come back from. And I met with the kid. He's a great kid. And met with mom and dad, and mom was crying. I mean, it is disappointing for me when young people, want to leave, but he'll be treated the same way. And I would tell our fans, be positive, be upbeat with them. I mean, you think about all the kids that have left here that we've stayed in touch with. And I told he and his family, I'm going to be here for you. And I said, but this next choice you make is probably bigger than the last choice. You got to think it through and how you want to play or what you think you're. So it was a talk. We were in there for a little while, and he hugged me and said, "I love you, Coach," and I said, "I love you too." And it's just different here. I even told him, "Why don't you stay 2 weeks and play 2 games? And if you want to leave, leave. Why would you do this right now?" He said, "Coach, I just feel," and I said, "Okay." I told the team, I mean, I'm not, this isn't, you said, "What, you're leaving? Get out of here." It's not how we do it here. I mean, it's, this is about them, not me, and it's not about the program that way. This is about each individual guy when it comes time to a decision like that.
Now, are you concerned at all? You've had this string of sophomores now either transfer or go and not get drafted the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm. No.
How do you find the experience that you said you needed all year with those guys leaving like that?
Saying it, I don't understand where you're
You've
coming
talked
from.
several times this year about inexperience, and that.
We've had inexperience every year I've coached here. We had my first year, we had my second year, we had my third year. I would like to have seniors.
How do you get seniors?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to get. We got one. His name is Reed.
In recruiting them out of high school to a place like this where a lot of the guys that are going to be their peers are short time in college, how do you identify kids who you think confidently, hey, he's willing to stay?
They're all on a different path. And that's the thing that's hard. Everybody's on a different path. We've had guys here a year and leave. We've had guys 2 years and left. We've had guys 3 years and left. We've had guys stay 4 years and be in the NBA. Some of them graduate and then go on and they don't play professionally. Everybody is on their own path. What affects guys sometimes is someone else's path. And the best you can do is be your best. Be your best. Like I said, we're about these kids. So you can look at it whatever you want, and you can try to create what we're about these kids. What is right for them? In the most cases, what our jobs is to prepare them for what's next. Some of them totally buy in it, give 100%, spend all their time, and others don't quite do it that way and think that there's a magic wand here. There is no magic wand. You take what you want. You earn. We're here all day. I mean, it ain't going to be because we won't spend time with you. It's not going to be because we're not on the biggest of big stages. We can't do it for you. You got to go take it. And again, it's like this team I'm coaching right now. Love this team. They were at my house last night. We talked about, all right, we're making strides. Let's talk about playing where you're going to make mistakes. Just make them create for us more mistakes. You're going to miss shots. Well, make them miss more shots than we miss. This isn't my play. This is how do we make this easy for each other. They're still learning. I was on the phone with Lionel Hollins, and we were talking about willing passers and seeing the next pass before you catch the ball. High school players catch it, all right, who's open? The elite of the elite catch it, and if the coach says, oh, where is everybody on the court? Well, I got my 3-man here, I got my 4 and the 5-man there, my 2-man's over there. Perfect. We're at that level trying to get them a better feel for that. But they're getting better. We've had 2 good days, lively days. They've had fun. And we're more scrimmaging. They're competing. So it's good stuff.
Cal, when you say sometimes guys get affected by looking at somebody else's path and kind of comparing, is it possible to go into, for this program, to go into evaluating high school guys and confidently identify somebody that would say, I am a 4-year player, I'm a 3, you know, I'm willing to stay
I haven't
that
met
long.
that guy yet. Haven't met him. And that's the greatest way, if you want to say, I think you're a 4-year guy.
Insult them.
So it's, what is your path?
How hard is that of a tightrope then? Because you obviously want to recruit some
Yeah.
3 or 4-year guys without insulting them, and I don't know.
Well,
How do you identify
I
that?
recruit the best players we can recruit and try to help those kids. And if that includes 2 or 3 or 4-year guys, that's fine. Would I rather do this like I did back in UMass? And yeah, I'd rather be coaching guys. It's not what the environment is. So now you lose a game and all of a sudden this is the, what? We just been to more Final Fours, won more league. How many league tournaments have we won with all young guys?
6.
What's it?
Quite a few.
I mean, come on now. I'm not panicking. It sounds like some people are panicking. I am not. I love this. If they don't play well, then it's my job to get them to play well. And if they play well, some of you in this room will say, there he goes again. This guy gets it. He gets them going. Probably not, but you have a chance to say that. And it is what it is. I mean, I'm working every day, working harder, spending more time, because my job is them. It's not you. It's not having people pleased at what I do. It is them, and that's all I'm concerned with. How do I get each individual player playing better? How do I get each individual player understanding that you must do this together, that you must be willing passers, that you must defend together, that you must sustain effort. You have to play harder than the other team. You have to enjoy the competition. We're not going to have any blowout games. Those are done. We didn't blow out people that you thought we should. So every game we play is going to be a war. We'll love it. You only learn from that kind of competition. I told you before, you don't learn from Popcorn State, beating them by 40. You don't learn. But you do learn when every game's like this. Every game will be a war. Every game will come down to 3 possessions. All right, now we know playing winning basketball is going to matter. But it's, some of you guys just, I know you have short memories, but we go through this every year. You could create what you want to create. This is every single year. Last year, probably about the same as this year. Are we behind or ahead? We have one kid that really just do.
You think the ceiling's higher this year at this point than it was last year? Last point?
I don't know. I thought we had a chance to be a Final Four team, and I mean, every year I look at my team, I'm like, okay, how do we got to be at the end of the year to be one of those teams? And we got stuff we have to do. I mean, we got to shoot the ball better. Have to shoot the ball better, and they're good looks. And that's again individual players thinking every shot has got to go in. You don't have to make every shot. You ready for this? You just can't miss them all. You have to make every one, but you got to make a couple. And so we'll get there. This team, like I said, we got great kids, really outstanding, and they're trying to figure themselves out. I'm trying to figure them out. We've done some things. I've tweaked 2 or 3 things that I think will make us better. I'm trying some different stuff in lineups, and so it gives me a chance to mess around and come up with something that they feel confident about.
John, PJ was telling us that you were telling them, act like it was a win against Seton Hall. We're 9-1. I'm wondering if you're trying to create a positive vibe in this environment.
No, I want them, look, We were up 3 with the ball, with 1:25. Why did you throw that pass? That led to a charge, and they make a 3, and then again. Why? How about we pull that out, and we were up 5 or 6 with 50-some seconds to go? Wait a minute. Why did you do that? Because he's not ever been in that situation. It was a high school game, and just go down and try to score again. So in the end, if we had done what we needed to do to finish the game, we'd have won the game, and everything would have been different. I wouldn't be getting the same questions I'm getting now. You need 4-year players. You need 5-year players. Matter of fact, keep them 2, put them on a mission. Let's keep them for 6 years. Okay, so you wouldn't be coming at me that way. And I'm saying to you guys, I'm looking like we won the game. So we're not that far off. We got better. That game, we improved. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but we improved. Now let's get better this game. What does it mean? I don't know. We don't know, Utah, but we play another game, and we play another game. We play league games. We play. Every game's going to be a war. You're just not going to have 25-point wins.
Is there a certain challenge Utah presents that maybe you haven't seen yet?
They're big. They're really big. They run good stuff. They space the court. They play a kind of a matchup zone that's interesting. Sometimes they'll stay in it. Sometimes they'll go man. So they'll do some stuff that you'll have with teams that you got to look at and say, okay, let's make sure we cover this, because again, I tried to send some guys on that mission and have those 6-year guys, but I don't. I got young guys. So you must cover some of that stuff with them, which we didn't have. Thanks.
PJ said,
go ahead.
Just PJ said that one thing you focused on was lack of transition baskets.
Yes.
Seton Hall.
Yes.
You want them to push the ball more?
No,
You don't want them to push it?
No, yeah, we do, but it's where the ball was being outletted. It was that we weren't in a dead sprint, and we showed them. These were all misses. You ready? We were defending our butts off, and we got 2 breakout baskets. How is that? So then when you go back over the tape, you got to show them. So it's no big change. You got to catch it higher, and ready for this, you got to run faster. Now, let me explain. Really young guys can run faster than older guys. So get out and run.
Thanks, guys. Matt.